Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend and a good Monday in the market. February 9th, we're going to review 0-day options today on SPY that I took in the small account challenge. Mondays are oftentimes liquidity building days, kind of trappy. Today wasn't bad though. Not too bad. Let's see. Here's Eric's chart. You can find him in the Discord or in the description. He's got a link to his Discord on there. Yeah, so still kind of in this wedge is where we started, but we're in this buying continuation right here, this green from last week, and just bought up in it heavy, broke out of this kind of the top of this green wedge right here. So still haven't quite completed the cup. So could still come back down and retest bottom Bollinger. We might even be at the top of the daily Bollinger. If not, we're close probably. So yeah, broke out of that green, retested it, and then kind of came back to safety for end of day there. Also breaking that steeper green buying. So you can watch Eric's for the more macro analysis. I'm trying to find a better journaling program. If you guys know of any good one for options, the only ones I find are just more geared for stocks. Want one that automatically updates with my brokerage, which for some reason E-Trade, I don't know. That's kind of hard to find, and I want to like put this stuff in, input it right. It always like messes up the time, or it's just none of them seem to be good so far. Anyways, yeah, so in the morning I identified, purple here for the bullish controlled selling based on this resistance right here, flipping to that support right there, breaking it, retesting it. We also kind of have these wicks down here, the support also. And then gray for the buying continuation or more aggressive bullish buying. And then gold I didn't get till later. This was my red for the aggressive selling. Eric calls it precision buying and selling. I think this would be classified as that. I actually mellowed this out a little bit later. I think that was a little too steep. As you can see, this one's actually a little flatter, but for the most part, I'm just copying them almost always. Came up, so yeah, we're kind of up in no man's land a bit here, because we're far away from the support on the 30-minute for the green buying continuation. But we had rallied up, so we still were in it. I waiting for purple here. Wanted a little more confirmation on it. Let's see. Let me see where it took first trades here. Yeah, I mean you can see this. You can see the structure. Let me see if I can't remember what this was. 10:04. Okay, so at 10:04 I got a call. Let's see. I think I was wanting it to come down, and I don't know if I'd gold yet or not, but retest purple. But it didn't. So I got in on the break here. Yeah. I was trying to get more, but it never really retested. But I got on the break here, purple, this inverse head and shoulder. Got a shoulder liquidity here. Purple here was building the liquidity for the bulls. Broke it. We had gray for our buying. Completed the cup here, and I closed it. So I opened it for 98 cents, closed it for $1.19. I didn't stay in it too long. Basically just above high of day. I didn't think I had gold yet. And then I was kind of waiting for a handle. I don't think I got this one. I was hoping it would retest purple for a nice entry. Just kind of had a real shallow little handle here, which I don't think I caught. Being a Monday, trying to be, ease into it. But at the same time, I'm looking to trade less and trade bigger. 10:36 was my next open. That was a call. So I missed this little handle move. and then came up. And then we had gold rejecting as resistance. And it kind of just continues up in this buying channel with this gold. Waiting for it to break purple as it builds liquidity, just like it did here and here. And this candle just went boop. So this one, I didn't have this gold here at this point, because that would have helped. I just had this one down here. So I was hoping it'd come down here, and that's where I would have opened with gold be my stop. It didn't. It stopped up here. If I charted that there, maybe would have been more confident to jump in here with this gold be my stop. Maybe not though. Could have gotten in on this candle, but as you can see, that's a big candle and it's pretty far away from the gray at that point. So I don't think I got in on that. No, I didn't. So I missed this little move up. Okay, but then up here, so I didn't have this top gold right here. Because why would I? This was the top of the range. So I'm thinking it's breaking out of gold and into the steeper gray buying here. And so this was this trade I was trying to do. I went long right here at 1036. And actually got another one at 1036. Got two contracts there. Stopped them out right here at 1038 because I was using gray for my stop. Kind of gray, kind of gold, I guess. It looks like I ended up using gray. Yeah, I used gray. That was just a small loss. So I bought them for 91 cents and 87 cents. Sold it for 89 and 87. So small loss on that one. These aren't my favorite trades. If I'm off just a little bit, this isn't a breakout into a steeper algo. This is just finding resistance. I think this was correct. I think it was kind of just more of a false break maybe. Or it was a breakout, but then it just was buying up in gold still. So a little loss there. Next trade, pretty grindy here. Was trying to sit on my hands, trying to be patient. I watched Eric's over the weekend video. Was also looking for trading journals and started to look at that data or those metrics, and I was like, okay. Felt pretty good about not over trading this day, so but I thought there still could be moves. Pretty grindy. I had this crazy candle here. Let's see before that. Okay, I did have another trade before that. 1229. I was only up a little bit from that morning trade. Still up, and then a couple stops, and it just kind of chips away at it. 1229 to 1235 on puts. Oh, yeah, this was for a zombie trade or a retracement trade. Remember this. So I put in this green, thinking this might be another tapering channel. Excuse me. And it broke that as well as broke my gold. But it didn't break this gold yet. So I got in here with purple being my stop. This purple right here. Thinking purple's going to build liquidity for the bulls. And the bears, of course, want to come down also. So that's the theory behind the retracement or mutual interest. So I got in here at 29. Pretty clear stops. Closed out at 35. Maybe I didn't do it. Did I stop there? Yeah. So yeah, that big green candle stopped me out. No problem. At that point, I had not charted this white yet. So that would have helped me for sure. As you can see, that white, I actually grabbed it from right here. After it did this move, it broke my purple, and then it started rejecting. I'm like, all right, this might be a bullish controlled selling that I haven't charted yet. So I went back here and actually found it right here. These supports, this resistance, flip into that support. Found it right there, and then, well, actually, I started with it here, with these resistances. And then I duplicated it and put it here, and that's where I could have seen it earlier, and potentially right here too. But I hadn't charted that, so yeah, they repeat. Anyway, so once I had that, it was a little easier not to overtrade this range. So that was a 1029, 1035. That was 38 cents to 34 cents. And then I had a break even call 10:30, 12:35 to 12:37. I think it was on this stuff. No. Okay, I flipped. All right, that's right. So since I didn't have this white, it would have saved me on this one. So once it broke there, I'm thinking, all right, inverse head, shoulder, just like it keeps doing here. It's built liquidity with purple. It's broken it, and here we go. So I flipped the calls there. I forgot. Luckily, I got out break even. I guess I put a break even stop on it. It stopped me out at 37. So then I charted that white. So yeah, that was that trade. 104 to 105. This one, yeah, I think this was in that volatility. No, still not. Like I don't feel like I traded much, but I still end up having a lot of trades. Yeah, this was probably a lack of patience trade. So inverse head and shoulder, I liked it. It broke purple. Again, maybe I didn't have white yet, but I probably did. This time of day, it's just, unless it's breaking out of the outside of the wedge, which is this white, and to me at that point, I think I didn't really have a bottom. Well, the green, I had green. Unless it's breaking out of white or green, it's just sketchy wedge in the middle of the day. So that was a mistake. 104 to 105, 23 cents to 18 cents. So jumped in on this candle, stop out on that one. Those are calls. Next one was 122, 125 calls. Okay, so big red candle, tons of volume, no idea why. It perfectly retested. What was it, Mike? What was it? Oh, maybe it didn't. I thought it retested something. It got close. Here's my green. It got close. Not close though. Never mind. I thought it retested something. We're still bullish. I'm thinking until we complete this inverse cup, but we are just in a large wedge here, so there is risk. I was playing on that this would be the inverse head, and that it had retested the lower part of the channel. That, oh, that's what it was. It was on the 30-minute. That's what it retested. Here's Eric's 30-minute. So that crazy candle was this one right here. So it did retest the green. I'm off after the breakout, retesting that green. That's what that candle was. So yeah, a little incorrect there. Trading the 30-minute on the 1-minute, basically. But you see these before where it just does a huge candle and it just completely reverses, just grabbed all the liquidity it needed and then rips. So it was a bit of a lotto, I guess. There was some structure behind it though, and there was thought process, but it didn't work out. That was 40 cents to 38 cents, so small loss. I got it here and stopped out on this candle. Actually, I did a break-even stop, but too much slippage, too much volatility right then. Lost a couple pennies. And then 145 call. Okay, yeah. Yeah, same thing happened up here with gold. Well, this is a little different. So yeah, this, I didn't wait for the candle, which was my mistake. So you see here, this is breaking. This was green. I'm waiting. It comes down. And then this one's green, and I open. I mean, this inverse head and shoulder is beautiful. Inverse head and shoulder here. It had retested on the 30-minute. We're still in the green buying on the 30-minute. I'm just waiting for this inverse head and shoulder to play out. I charted the white. I was pretty confident with it. We have this. I'm like, all right. So I jump in on that candle, which was at 145 for 26 cents. Closed it out, same minute for 22 cents. Once I saw it started to wick, turned red, I jumped out. Now, you can see what I have here. This is what I had. I need to do it more, and I don't always do it, but oftentimes I will then add a line on that wick, kind of like I started to do up here with gold. Maybe my angle's not quite right, or maybe it did just do a little false break and wick up there. It's kind of an area, right? It's not a perfect line. Typically, lots of players in the market. There's not going to be perfection. Different people are pushing the market different ways at all different times. Anyways, You can see why I put this here now, based on my next trade. So stopped out there. Where we at? 45. 203. Then I got in a call again, 56 cents. 205, 54 cents. Yep, right here. Fill out that line up there. Big green candle, close above. I'm like, all right, here we go. And then, whoop, comes down. Still not enough liquidity for it to go. Not ready to break. So stopped out here. I'm like, oh, I should have put this. I hadn't put this up there yet. I'm like, I'm like, that's probably about where that wick is. Let's see. Boom. I was like, we're right on it. The resistance. Yeah. But I'm still seeing, like, you know, nice inverse head and shoulder. I do think this is right. I'll just continue to wait. And then, I mean, this wedge was getting tighter and tighter, as you can see. Bouncing off the top, bottom, and then I started buying up in this gold. Now here's what made today sick. For one, I didn't give up. Stopped me out here. I didn't think, oh, this is broken. Stopped me out here, and I'm seeing, okay, it's this white. So I'm not starting to question everything. I'm just waiting. It could come down, of course. This might not, you know, come to fruition. If it comes down, I'm looking for an inverse cup to close, pretty much. I'd probably wait for this cup to close right here. And then I did try this blue, but I don't know if that was legit. That was just those two lines up there. That I'd wait for that to close to get puts. Well, that to close and then for it to bounce, and probably using green as my entry on puts on a handle. So that's my downside. My upside move is breaking this white, and of course everything else is looking like it's going to be bullish, but I'm not having a bias here. It does this. I have that line up there, and then I see what I was trying to see. I thought I saw it here, but then I put that line there. No good. Nice full body candle, ton of volume. Boom. Next candle beautifully finds it as support. Flip the resistance into support. We have gold for our buying. There is steeper buying, like this gray, but it was not activated at that point. So I was confident, pretty confident with this one, and so I tried to get a lot. I find myself just like trying to just catch the moves, and I need to push myself more on sizing, and I kind of just getting complacent and trying to just play this game and not thinking about trying to actually make more money with it, which is kind of weird because up until this point it's been just trying to build confidence and get better, but the point is to make money with it. So that's where it's kind of pushing my comfort zone and sizing, and that's what I need to do. So the problem though is with my max loss being $50, I'm starting to scale into stuff big. I mean, I'm not looking at the P&L, but these contracts are probably down $50 pretty easily, just a few percent, 10% or so, depends on how big your position is. But yeah, so we'll see. I might not be able to stick with the $50. I guess I haven't been super religious about it. There's been some $70 max days, but for the most part, yeah, 50. And another problem is once I start going red, it's like I want to keep trading until I get to that max loss, which is, I think I do. Like, I don't feel like I do, but I think that's what I do subconsciously. So I need to stop that and just stop trading until setup I'm confident in, and not think I have to get to my max loss before I can stop. Anyways, you can kind of see the spiral like you're on if it's a red day. So if you can reset that, and there's a setup that comes, but that's the thing. Usually there's not a setup that comes, at least for me, what I see. And potentially I'm too emotionally compromised at that point too, to execute it properly. 1:45, what time are we at? 2:11. Okay, so 2:03, I got a call for 56. Wait a minute, 2:03? Yeah, 2:03. I got one here. 2:03, I got a call for 56 cents, and then I got a call for 54 cents at 2:05. So I put a limit order Oh, this is my stop. Never mind. Yeah, we already did that one. Stop out of those at 53 cents. Small loss. And then 211. Here we go. 211. Find it again. Swing again. 211 got a call for 58. 212 got a call for 57. 213 got a call for 55. 11, 212, 213. Just doing limit orders, trying to get my average cost down as it continues to just give me confirmation with it finding this as support. But yeah, this position was pretty large because these weren't. So originally, here's another thing with the strike. Like originally, I was thinking about getting calls here, seeing this set up. I'm like, all right, I'm looking for. This is my alert up here, 696. This is the cup close on the 30-minute. I was looking at higher strikes, and I'm like, well, realistically, I should take profit at high of day. So then I started looking closer to the money strikes, which I think helped me a lot as far as profit on these. But it also made my sizing just larger monetarily because it was 58 cents, 57 cents, 55 cents. So 100 and whatever, 60, 70 bucks, whatever it was. Yeah. So pretty big position size for this tiny account. But that's what I want. And I think I had to order even for another one, but it just started to kind of grind away. Never got me filled, which was fine. I was fine with 3. Remember 3, I'm going to try and not have a runner with 3. I think 4, I'll allow it. One of them to be a runner, maybe a break even or whatever. But just having fewer, like having 2 contracts and leaving one for break even, it's I'm giving away too much on that. So anyways, it's out of my hands and just let this thing grind up. I was doing other stuff, trying not to pay attention. I saw gold here, so I'm like, it very well could climb all the way over to gold before it rallies. Didn't quite. I wasn't looking at the P&L at all. I'm not looking at any numbers here. So I had no idea. I mean, I figured these were up. Pretty good. Then big candle with some volume, another big candle. I start selling out. 224 is my first sell for 87 cents on this candle right here. Yep. Didn't get the best slippage. Like I saw it full bodied and I was like, and then it was like, it wicked a little bit. So it was 87 cents on that one. And then I sold another one on that same candle for 96 cents. So that can just show you the slippage I was getting on this same candle. 87 and then 96. And then the next minute, is it that one? Yeah, on this candle, I sold the last one. Yep. And that one was for 90 cents. So average exit was pretty good. So that was the trade. That was the one. All day waiting for that. Percentage wise, almost 100% on it. You know, my best fill on the entry was 55 cents. My best exit was 96 cents. So close to 100%. And had a little more size. And that's all I needed. I closed them and then I was like, please, because I'm trying to hit $100 a day at this point. That's kind of my goal. I'm not going to completely shut off after that, but I will try not really trading anymore after that, unless there's something super obvious. And I'll probably scale down for it to not give back too much profits. So I was like, please, I quick checked my P&L. I was like, please. It was 103. I'm like, thank you. I was so stoked. I could be done. There's the trades. It looks like a lot, but that's because I was opening 3 contracts here, 2 down here, and a couple stops in there. Oh, this is today. Oh, you can't see it. But yeah, it's 103 on yesterday. Yeah, so grateful for that. Trying to be careful today after a nice little green day. This green day felt much better than that other green day I had. The other one was, I mean, I was pretty lucky with that huge candle. I was in position, but then that candle gave me, what, $400 or whatever. So that one felt cool because it was like, wow, it's a lot. But this one, as far as my development, it was probably better. Just scaling into something I'm confident with. Exercising pretty good patience. I mean, now that I'm reviewing it, like there were some dumb trades I can squash out of there. But overall, I felt like I was pretty disciplined throughout the day. Earlier on, I was pretty bummed. Like I missed this one and this one. I caught this one up here, but I missed this break and then that break. So I was like, eh. Yeah, I could have just, I don't know. Anyways, it's a new day. Thanks for watching. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. See you later.